Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Titan Souls. Last time we explored this fiery area and murdered everything in it. So I guess we'll have to head out to the next area. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird, I got a bit of a sore throat. Don't know how much my microphone will pick that up. Guess we'll see. Either way, like I said last episode, this is actually the exit to the area, and it might be the first thing that you notice when you walk in, so... You'll probably notice you're going the wrong way when an elevator very similar to the first one that you took after the tutorial bosses pops up. Ugh. Then you go from red to blue. Bit of a stark contrast. Not much around here. But heading through this door, you pop out into a world of snow and ice. And a lovely violin theme. World Maps actually hits its edge over there, so you can't even push the camera further. Seems like we're quite high up. Higher than even the volcano, I guess. Bunch of snowballs you can bash through with your head if you're feeling concussion-y. Bunch of trees you can't. But I get the feeling there's some more Titans here, so let's take a look. First, and probably most importantly, we have the teleporter. This is, always make sure you hit those. Nope. Pretty easy to find our first Titan, it looks like. And this is it. Is he popping a squat? Please don't poop on me, sir. Ah! Alright, this is the Yeti, and I'm not even thinking I'm going to spoil it when I say that that is actually what his name is. He will throw snowballs at you, which are not lethal. They will put you back and stun you slightly. His body, on the other hand, is very lethal, and so are the sharp icicles that fall down. Whenever he bashes into a wall, they will fall in roughly a straight line between you and him. And from that view we just got there, I think it's pretty obvious what his weak spot is. You just gotta find a way to get to it. Ah! Oof. I did that poorly. He keeps chucking snowballs at you. As most bosses do. Alright, so the key to this boss is just finding a way to get behind him. Quite literally. His pattern is fairly samey, so you can really bait him into a lot of attacks. He always starts by throwing 3 snowballs at you, and then or a bunch of snowballs at you. That might be 4. I can't count. And then rolling at you for what is definitely 3 times. After that, he can vary it up a bit. Sometimes he'll do 1 roll, sometimes he'll do several, but the big thing is he'll always roll directly at you. And you can use this because he always faces basically the wall that he hit when he lands. So where we want to be... Ow. Is a place where we won't get hit by an icicle, but we can pretty much just wait for him to land. It can be pretty tough because the window for that is very short, but it's definitely doable. By the way, there are little footsteps leading up to here that I meant to mention the first time we were here, but I totally forgot. At least I remembered it in the video. Ah, damn it. Not entirely sure where my arrow went there. I'll probably have to check that in post. I usually find that it's easiest to just end this battle as quickly as possible. There we go, that's one of the footsteps, if you missed it. So, let's see if I can't get this. Yeah, there we go. I was actually saying there we go to the fact that the snowballs are non-lethal, but there we go to the fact that I just shot a Yeti in the butt. You can also potentially place your arrow down behind him and try to bait him into going, but it's kind of tough. I find this to be the easiest method. And alright, one Titan down. The base thing, I've been calling it a teleporter, but it's not really that. Tells us that we have 3 Titans in here, and that's one of them down. So, let's see. Maybe there's something up here. Maybe there's me getting stuck on a strangely missing portion of ladder. I do like just how peaceful the snow effect is. And the theme is quite nice too. Didn't get the jeep. So it seems like we've actually found another mural. This is the snow area's mural. It's all I can really make out is the eyeball motif, some mountains, some snow falling on them. I feel like those little diamond crystal type things showed up in the forest picture as well. Very interesting. Very strange. There is not, in fact, a Titan over here, so we might just have to take the more obvious path into the room that, in retrospect, seems pretty obvious. So, this is the third Titan that we fight that actually has a fight on the map. I think it's this. Does he have a little movement when he... Oh yeah, I think that is like just a very slight bob up and down. Oop. There we go. This guy. Mountain head and laser. This thing will chase you around and fire an ice laser at you. The ice crystals will kill you, obviously. But we need to find a way to get at him. It's also important to note that him breathing out will push you... Ow. I think I just got hit by the thing that pushes up and then knocked down into the wall, which was enough to kill me. I'm surprised. I don't think that's happened to me before. Alright, let's try this again. So, as I was saying, the breath that he shoots out will push you away and get in your way if you get too close to him. It won't kill you, but it could push you into a position that does kill you. That said, what we want to do is make that ice laser fire into his face. That'll hit his teeth things and give us a shot at his weak point. That said, we still need to actually kill him, and it gets substantially tougher because once you knock out a tooth, he starts hiding his face. You can actually knock out any of the teeth, and as long as you time it right, you can even knock out other ones. There's a special achievement for this boss for knocking out all of his teeth and then killing him. We're not going to be doing that because it's very, very difficult. Ow. Ah! So you'll notice that the thing won't kill you by popping up, but it can kill you with the laser if it just knocks you over. There we go. We've opened up a second shot. think it's about time that we try to take him out. The toughest part of this is just timing it, because the tower pushing up and the face pushing up are just on completely different clocks. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, you also kind of can't camp him like that, because I'm pretty sure he will just wait. But you do enough booping and bopping, and you can take him out. You'll also notice we got pushed like 5 feet back. That was his breath before we killed him. So I'm glad I got to show that off, I guess. One thing that I keep neglecting to mention in battles is that there's actually 2 different themes. Oh, poor guy. Knocked out his teeth. So, sorry, there are not 2 different themes to each battle. There are actually 2 different themes, or 2 different entry points to each battle theme. So every Titan gets their own unique battle theme, and every time that and every time you go in, it starts at one of 2 places, which actually kind of changes things up nicely. So, anyway, there's one more Titan off this way, but I happen to know that we're going to need to light some torches. I like that they reintroduced this fire mechanic here, and turned it into a neat little world map puzzle. I mean, puzzle's a bit strong for it, but you need to actually follow this path of torches. And I do like that they put, like, you know, 2 lit torches and then a bunch of unlit ones. Sorry about that. A bunch of unlit ones all the way across the area to make it really obvious that you can actually use this fire in this way. Like, the first time I came here, it was immediately obvious to me that you could make this trail like this. And that iceberg looks a little suspicious. Oh, thank God. In my practice run, it took me like 5 or 10 tries to hit the iceberg. I'm not very good at these things. That said, we're on a neat little ice field, so I want to show something off here. Firing the arrow and pulling the arrow back will actually slide you along on ice. I get the feeling this may be useful. Alright. So I see a little something swimming down there. Looks like we found our 3rd Titan. And I guess, since the only way we can really shoot at to get this started, let's break some crystals. Or not. So yeah, you can actually do the same iceberg types pulling mechanics with these. Alright. Let's take this. Ah! Bad start. Very bad start. Luckily, you don't have to relight the torches, because that would really suck. Alright. See, like I was saying, the arrow physics will actually affect the iceberg. Wow, that's twice in a row that I've done that. Wonderful. I'm totally just positioning this, that's all. Definitely. Oop. Alright, so the arrow physics can move the icebergs around, and you can potentially use that to your advantage. You, of course, can't fire arrows when you're in the water, and this dragon thing will destroy any of the platforms it lands on. Also, every 3rd jump, get the hell out of the water, because it will electrocute the shit out of you. Ah. You've probably already figured out that the purple spot on its tail is what we're aiming for. This can be a bit tough if the thing that you're standing on gets blown away. This is also an important time to notice that you can speed up in the water, but the important part of the mechanic is that only pressing A will make it faster. Oh, and just so that you can't run out, the icebergs will replenish. Ah, damn it. The icebergs will replenish whenever the lightning, or whenever the water electrifies. Ah! Ah! That went poorly. But I think I've explained everything well enough. This is actually one of the tougher fights, just because it can be very difficult to both kite it into a position where it's not going to jump on you, but where you also have a fair shot at the... or like where you can actually get to an iceberg and get a chance to shoot it. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Wonderful. So yeah, like he's really far away there, and I might have been able to get that if I had been a better shot, but it's pretty tough. Also worth noting, once it destroys the iceberg in the center, that does not come back. Beautiful. Wow. I guess practicing was a good idea here. I think overall the fire magma titans are more difficult than the ice ones. The ice ones are really just tests of reflex and tests of kind of understanding. So if you kind of know how they're going to behave, it all becomes just setting up, kiting them into a good position and setting up one perfect shot. Not that the rest of this game isn't about that, but you know what I mean. I do like that they had a water boss that didn't feel super intrusive, even though being in the water takes away a lot of your core mechanics. It really forced you, because you couldn't stay on the platforms where it just jump up and kill you. It really forced you to find a way to kite it into a place where you could both make sure that it wasn't going to destroy the land you were on, but also close enough that you could get there and still have time to shoot it. It gave me a lot of trouble the first time, but once I figured it out, I thought it was a pretty neat boss fight. But hey, that is the ice area. And actually, that's all the areas that are before that second gate we saw, so next time I guess we're gonna storm that thing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you later.